Hello lovely ones, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you find the answers that you're looking for, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Welcome. So we're doing a little bit different today, or this week. This week is going to be for the 18th to the 24th of November, but instead of showing you the cards that are underneath, I wanted to get you to either choose the name, the scent, or just the feel of these candles. So before I go into these and what they're about and stuff, I just want to let you know 2020 readings are available now. They're on my website and they're also on Etsy. So I do have an Etsy shop open again. So all you need to do is either go to my website or Etsy. They're the same price. It's just depending on where you feel more comfortable looking for those. I also still doing the 24-hour response 3-card reading for all your questions. So again, both on my website and on Etsy, they're the same price. So again, it's just basically depending on where you want to, or how you want to spend your money and what site. So let's go on to these lovely candles. As some of you may know, you may do or you may not, I am a bit of a candle fiend. So I do like to collect candles, specifically really nice fragrant ones, book themed, that kind of thing. I have yet to dabble in some witchy candles that I've seen online, so hopefully I'll get to them soon and I'll do a full review when I do. But if you are group 1, group 2, group 3, this one is Azrael. As you can see, this is frankincense, oud and myrrh, and it has a beautiful aroma. I'm really sorry that I don't have my other light. It just before I started this reading, we're still in Mercury retrograde, it passed away on me, so it's now just won't work whatsoever. So I'm really sorry about any lack of light. It's really a case of touch and go. It's even dark during the day here now, so I'm really sorry about that. I've got my candles on though. And then we have Crown of Power. Now this is raspberry, and it really does smell of raspberry. Very pungent, almost like fresh, and you're going into a field of raspberries. That one's quite incensey. And then this one is Dirty Hands. Don't be put off by the name. This is the name of a character from one of my favourite books, and it's Leather, Sea Breeze and Musk, and I love that scent. Love it. So those are the 3 candles, and all you need to do is meditate on them. If you feel like one is drawing you more than another, or if you feel like 2 are, that's absolutely fine. I will go into probably a 5 to 10 minute reading with each, draw some cards, whichever decks are called upon me. That's why I wanted you to go on the candles rather than the cards themselves, because I don't know what I'm going to use yet. This is a bit of a freestyle one, but let me know in the comments below which ones you chose, and also if you want to let me know how things go this week, do let me know. I always love hearing from you. In the meantime, I'm going to go on to group 1. Okay, group 1, you would have chosen Azrael. As you can see maybe in the reflection of the window how dark it's getting. So Azrael, like I say, is a really nice incensey smelling candle, and it's a character in not one of my favourite series, but he's certainly an interesting character. He often keeps to, if I'm remembering him right, he often keeps to the shadows. But I'm going to just see kind of what cards call to me for you guys. So the first one we have Whispering Woods, the second one we have Fairy, and there is a call to the Romance Angels here, so maybe one of each, maybe a few of each. We'll have a look and see as we go along in the reading. So I'm just going to do one of these first. And I just want to remind you as well that if you didn't, or if you skipped it before, I do have the 2020 full year forecast readings available not only on my website but also on Etsy, depending on which website you would prefer to buy from. So that's my website or Etsy for the 2020 yearly forecast, and also the 24-hour response for your 3-card readings, just for the basic questions that you may want to ask instead of having a full-blown half-an-hour reading. Ooh, Time. And you also have Idle Hours. Interestingly, that they are both connected with time. So embrace in the dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. Take some time out to lie on the emerald grass. Both are about appreciating what's actually happening in the moment. Both are very much about appreciating where you are and the situation that you've come across, whether it's difficult at this moment in time, whether it's something that you would prefer just to kind of ignore and rush past. What they're trying to say to you at this moment is time is precious. This week you may find more that you're wanting to do nothing, which is fine. But I would, if you could, fill things with more worthwhile subjects. So if you want to read a book, or if you want to create, craft, do something, phone a friend that you haven't spoken to in a while, do something that makes you appreciate the smaller things. Because I think they're saying it could be that, looking back at the start of the year, it is 11 months, but it just seems like that to a lot of people. Like as soon as we get to June, July, it goes really, really quickly. And I think people are finding that a lot more. So I do feel that this is kind of asking you this week just to make sure that you're taking the time for you and to appreciate where you are at this moment. So I'm just going to do these cards now for you. Okay, let's see what comes up for you. I've got a really tingly third eye. I don't know whether anyone has that, but over the last week or so I've had a really, really sharp tingle. Well, not sharp, but tingling in my third eye. Okay, and you have here. Okay. So you have renewal. So you have Prince of Spring, charming, self-confident, passionate, restless. This is mostly to do with having a connection within yourself. I'm really sorry if you can't see that, but it's immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Maybe this is also the relationship with yourself. King of Summer or King of Cups, very much feeling in your emotions at the moment. Could again be something to do with, wanting a romantic or a particular romantic relationship. And then you had Renewal, which is reviewing the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and of others. Okay, so apologies for that, my lovely people. Again, phone issues, technology issues, but I am recording this during Mercury retrograde, so what can I expect? So, yeah, it seems like you're having some renewal here. There's a lot of, I think, regeneration seems to come to mind most of all with this. A lot of it could be the fact that you are feeling like time is flying by. It could be that this week you're mostly focused on how you spend your time and whether you want to dedicate some hours to manifesting the people that you want in your life. You could even be trying to find some way to rejuvenate yourself. Because I think that time in idle hours means one or two things, maybe both in unison for some of you. So it could mean, on the one hand, that you're looking at things and thinking, wow, I have just done nothing this year. I'm not doing anything of worth. I really should, up my game and do something different. On the other hand, you're probably thinking, I really want to make the most of my time and I'm actively going to try and do it and focus, again, dedicate hours in order to complete tasks, in order to better the rest of this year. So it feels a lot to me like you have some arguments going on in your head maybe about, oh, it's too late to change things, or it's too late to do this now. Coupled with, I want to dedicate some time, I want to dedicate some hours to doing this. I feel with the Prince of Spring, especially actually, this could be the fact that, you may be gaining confidence in your manifestations this week. You could be gaining ground even with the way that you feel self-confidence. So it could be that, again, there could be an area where you feel more dedicated and you want to put in extra time. I feel, though, a lot of you do need time for yourself. You're spending a lot of time on other people, other projects, other things. And what Spirit seems to be asking you to do is focus more on yourself. Take time for you. Take time to make sure that you're appreciative, or even, just briefly appreciating the area that you're in, the state of being that you're in. I feel a lot of this is coming through just because it feels as though you are burning the candle at both ends, so to speak, and you may notice that that candle's actually gone out. And it feels as though it's a thing where you've only got so much energy to give, and they're not wanting you to expend so much that you end up needing to take out more time, feeling less well, in order to connect with, better things. It should be every single day you're able to connect with something good. I feel with the King of Summer here, who's honourable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted, this could be somebody in your life that comes in who gives you this feeling of connection, who gives you this feeling of joy. And I feel a lot with this that this could be a partner that you're calling in, or a partner that's already around you. So it could be that you're actually trying to bring in this excellent person, the person who gives warm-hearted hugs, the person who gives you the feeling that you're safe. I feel like, again, there's a creative endeavour coming through here, so I'm just wondering whether there's a calling for you guys to express yourself in some creative fashion, to get some ideas out, to get some manifestation out. I can do a video on manifestation if you'd like me to, but it feels like they want you to do something. They want you to get something out of yourself. Sorry, I don't know, my voice has gone. Review the past and present so you can plan a bright new future. So again, this could be, because we're nearing the end of the year, 2019, I know it's been a weird one for many of us. It could be, that you're trying to plan next year. You're setting your goals and intentions now. So you want to get into a habit, maybe, of looking to the future more positively in order to generate, the things that you need, the things that you want, the goals that you desire. Even, I want to get a car, I want to be able to learn to drive first. There's a feeling of, wanting to connect with your higher self here. Releasing judgments is something also that seems to come through. More of yourself. And also releasing the outcome has come to mind. So on the off chance that you're really focusing on, I want this, I want this, I want this. Again, I think I've mentioned it once before, don't really specify to the letter at first how you want it to happen, because that could limit the directions the universe can deliver it to you. So I want a car from this dealership for this amount of money. Yeah, sometimes it can work, but other times it works best if you actually specify the type of car you want. Yeah, but not exactly how you get it. So it could be that you get some money from somewhere, or a bonus payment, or something that you're actually able to go and get it for a little bit more than you anticipated. Like if you want a Mercedes-Benz for £600, that's probably not going to happen. But if you want the Mercedes-Benz and to be able to afford the Mercedes-Benz, you may get a down payment on it. You may get some kind of extra cash to put towards it. It could be something that you are driving. Forgive the pun. The thing you are driving is the fact that you want that. You don't have to really force the direction as to how you get it. I find that if you have, for instance, manifestation this week and say, I want to make some money, focusing on how you make it will probably limit the amount of areas as to where you can get that money from. So I have various different avenues. I say, people can come to me for tarot readings, or, people can come to me to ask me to write for them, or, just keep it open-minded. I receive money through the good of the universe. Similarly with opportunity, I receive opportunity through the good of the universe, and, how I want it to come to me. You can do that with your planning for 2020, and interestingly, 2020. So that could be something that you're planning this week for next year. Maybe writing a list of everything that you for sure have to do, and writing a list of what's coming through that you may like to do. Events, places, marriages, that kind of thing. But it just seemed to, again, I keep getting drawn to time over here. I feel like they're saying embrace the down moments, you know, like not the down moments, but just embrace the moments where you have time just to put your feet up and go, right, do some gardening of your inner mind, do some gardening of what's going on with your temple centers there, because I do feel that either this is a guardian or this is somebody that you want to manifest or have manifested into your life that's going to tell you some wonderful, creative, nurturing news. Could be a water sign here, but I do feel self-confidence coming in, and this is the time perfectly to plan 2020. This is also the week that we go Mercury direct on 20th of November. So there could be a lot of different things coming in for you. Like as soon as Mercury releases and starts going back into the direct stage, you may actually feel, okay, I can plan now. This time of Mercury retrograde has taught me this and this. Now I know exactly what to ask for in the future. So let me know down below in the comments if this works for you and if you're going to plan on doing this week. I'm always available for emails and stuff like that. So do let me know in the comments below. And again, Etsy shop is now open with 2020 readings just to see if what you're manifesting will actually come through, and also a 3-card reading within 24 hours. But all that's down below. I'll speak to you guys very soon, and I'm going to go on to group 2. Hello group 2, you have my face for this one, simply because my phone just went from 7% to 0 really quickly, and I didn't want you to have to wait, or I really want to get this up today. It's Sunday and I really wanted to get it up. So if you chose Crown of Power, hello, you have me in all my wonderful Sunday glory. If you've seen me live, you'll know that this is normally my natural habitat anyway. So let's have a look and see what your cards are. So the Crown of Power, you may have been drawn to this for the scent, or you may have been drawn to this for simply because of the name. Either way, I feel like it's something that gives you the sense of power and royalty and manifestation techniques. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards, which I have are the Whispers cards. Actually, I think this might be my preferred way of doing things, just you and me and my lilac back wall. So let me know if you'd prefer seeing me or not. You can say no, it's fine. Because I know some people really do love to see the cards. So let's have a look what's coming up for Crown of Power next week. You'll get my thinking face quite a lot. Alright. Joy is coming through. So this says spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you'll revel in the results. I really wish it was simpler to say. And the second one is woods. Be calm, soothing, mysterious and full of life. So let's have a look. I may actually do the 2020 year ahead readings this way. So spread seeds of joy like a wildflower in woods. I feel like this is just telling, actually similar to the first group, telling you to sort of chill. I know it's easier said than done, but if you're able to relax, if you're able to just take a moment to breathe out, you'll probably find that things are much easier for you and things don't pile up as much. Like I have just written a to-do list for all next week, so all the videos I want to get done, the mundane activities, stuff like that. So I feel like this is kind of coming for us to tell you, if you don't add to the pile, then I think that you're going to feel a lot better. So next week, maybe don't add to the pile. I also feel like if you start doing the little things that you want to do for next year with joy and, you know, spreading seeds of joy. So it's kind of like if you spread a smile, or if you do a good deed for somebody, or if you, you know, set something up, it'll actually return to you in a different way. It may be in a, how to put it, in a karmic way, in an energetical way, energetic way, and also they're saying just be calm and let things come to you as and when they may need to. So the cards that spoke to me that you wanted that they wanted to come and talk to you guys was the Taramuka. As I say, I'm kind of letting the cards choose who they want to read for this time. I just noticed there's a little green dot there, so sorry, it's like shiny. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do 3 cards for you guys as well. Oh, you have the Star. So the Star is a very strong card. It says that your spirit guides are there for you. It tells you that your energies are being received, your messages are being received, the information that you want to get from the universe is coming down. It may be also that you're trying to work with the universe a little bit more this week and trying to connect a bit better with it. Maybe for your gain, maybe for other people's gain. But I also feel like for some of you, you're around people who focus on the lack of what they have or what they don't have. So it could be that you're trying to manifest money and somebody's going, we don't have it. So maybe see if you can get away from that mentality, block it out, go, yes, but we are. Yes, but we do. Yes, but we have. And that'll start to kind of improve, hopefully. So there's that Star there. And then we have the 7 of Cups. So you can see that. So the 7 of Cups comes through to me with the meaning of too much choice, too much fantasy, too many things. What do I manifest first? So it could be that you want to manifest a car, you want to manifest a job opportunity. This could be you thinking about December. Some of you are thinking about December rather than just 2020, which is fine because it limits the amount of possibility. And it narrows it down a little bit more for you. But I feel like a lot of what you're trying to do, a lot of what you're trying to say is coming forward to say, you know, you're being very confused, like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Like, what do I manifest first? What am I supposed to get first? And I think this is quite important for you. Maybe just in the grand scheme of things, if that makes sense, you're trying more focus on what makes you happy and what makes you tick. And I think this could be like, where do I start? You know, I've got to do this for money, I've got to do this creative project, I've got to do this and this and this. So it could be varying different things coming through for you this week, and you're kind of still trying to figure out what to finish first, what to start first. Another 7. Challenges. So with the 7 of Swords, there could be a feeling of trying your best to deal with a lot of deceit around you, or you're worried about if you give somebody a mile, give somebody an inch, they'll take a mile. You could be worried to share your ideas with other people or share your intentions, and like I just said, manifestations with other people, because they'll instantly go, no. Their energy will resist and therefore enhance the brick wall that you're trying to get past in order to manifest things. So this week it feels like you've got your job cut out for you. You want to, I think, focus on the positive this week. Be calm in the face of adversity, in the face of people telling you no, in the face of people coming forward to tell you such and such. I think that if you feel it in your heart of hearts, so with the Star card, if you feel it in your heart of hearts, if you feel it within, you're going to be able to more work with it and put this worry of where do I start, where do I do, out of your mind a bit more, and you're going to be able to process that and work with that a lot better than if you were focusing on the deception and focusing on the people who are constantly coming forward and telling you no, or going behind your back. So you could, for instance, have friends who say, oh yeah, we'll do this, and then they go off with somebody else and do it instead. So it could be that you're trying your best to kind of navigate the friendships, relationships, work relationships that haven't been the best for you, and now you're going to try and work it out. Work it out. You know, there's no right and wrong this week. It's just a case of trusting your intuition, spread that joy, and see the results come back to you in the face of the adversity of the people who are still being affected by Mercury retrograde, which ends, thankfully, on the 20th this week. So I think this is going to be kind of a build up to cleanse away people that maybe, aren't in your best interests, and also to divulge and to maybe talk more to yourself and more to your higher self. I did do a pick a card reading about higher self recently, and also again, if you would like a 3-card reading or a 2020 reading, that's fine as well, because all the links are down below now. But it just feels like this week is a time to get straight with who is for you, who is against you, and are you for yourself or are you against yourself? Sometimes we don't realise how we're sabotaging ourselves and our paths, so it could be something that you look into. But thank you so much for bearing with me. If this is easier for you to understand, and if you like me speaking face to face with you guys, happy to do it. Obviously with a little bit better clothes than just my dressing gown. But this is how I normally do my setup, because I'm not on camera, but then my phone died, and so here I am. Maybe it was meant to be. But thank you guys ever so much for watching. As always, thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting. I love it all. Thank you. And if you'd like to click on the notification bell just to be sure when I upload again, that helps. I think people see these readings as well, because I want to help as many people as possible. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining me. I'm now going to move on to group 3. Hi group 3, surprise. My phone just died, so I'm doing this very quickly because I want to get them out today, Sunday. I want to get it out to you guys. So yeah, hello. I'm using my laptop camera, and my cat has just decided to come and say hello to you. So if I can grab her, I will say hello. But you have chosen Dirty Hands, which is this card, this candle even. So this is from one of my favourite books, The Six of Crows, and the character that it depicts is very wise, shrewd, scheming, always has a plan, always has a backup, mind's always working. So maybe there's something there that, he's not afraid of getting his hands dirty, hence the name. So there could be something that you're trying to look at there. Maybe that's resonating with you a little bit more this week. Hello, Belly Boo. You're going to be nice to people. So you may have, some things to plan this week. You may have some issues that you want to have a look at. You may have some things you need to finalise. There may be some stuff that you want to complete, for yourself or for others. But also I do believe that there's some things that maybe you're looking into this week to maybe plan for the future, higher education for some of you. There could also be some issues that you are hoping to put to rest this week. So I hope you enjoyed that cameo from Belle. So this deck wanted to work with you. So, and I hope you can hear me, because I think my laptop fan's going to be not too pleased with me. So this is the Truth Tower, the one that you've got today. So I've done it the wrong way around, but it's the right way around, if that makes sense. It's the round that they want it to be presented as. Okay. Alright, so first card. Ooh, 9 of Cups. You get a wish this week. It feels like anything that you've been wanting to put yourself forwards for, anything that you've been wanting to messages that you've wanted to receive, information that you've wanted to receive, like a clarification or a validation that you're on the right track, or something that you just want to be told yes. That seems like it's on its way this week. Ooh, 7 of Wands. You have fought hard and long and not give up to get to this stage. You have really worked this week. You have really, or you will be working this week. You may work the entire year to gain gravitas, gain ground, gain respect from people. I mean, you probably respect yourself. I hope you do. But I feel like the 7 of Wands also kind of indicates that you are at a stage where people are going to come forwards to you. Maybe you'll still find that you're putting your guard up because of challenges that you've received in the past, so you may still be like, hey, which is fine. But it may also be that you're trying to discern which is a challenge and which is actually something that's good. You know, it's exciting and challenging because it's the right thing to do, rather than just because somebody's being arsy and wants to get in the way. And Death card, which could indicate a Scorpio coming in, or literally the fact that there is an ending this week. Well, Scorpio, Mercury goes direct on the 20th, or starts direct, and I feel like this could be just the transition you need. You've had a few weeks of maybe some things coming out of the woodwork, and I feel like this week Death is here to say, should I do it that way? Death is here to say it's okay. You know, if you resist change, it may not be the best time for you emotionally, but it's going to settle you down, I think, in the longer term. So Death comes in to say, you know, if you need a regeneration, now's the time to do it. Now Mercury's coming direct. Now we're going to have the Pluto-Saturn big thing very soon. Now is the time to get ready. And I think the Nine of Cups is saying that you're probably going to get something that you've longed for, or something that you have worked for or desired. Like, even if it's a tick on a report card, you know, you're going to get something that you've worked for this week, so that you can then get ready and see what your priorities are for the new year, for this big astrological event. And then the Seven of Wands coming through here is kind of like, you've done the challenges, you've beat them all before, you can beat them all again. So it's not just to say that this challenge is over, but it's less, if that makes sense. It's more because you're signing up for it. You know what you're signing up for this week. You know what your plans are. You know what you want to do. So let's have a look and see what your Whispers cards are. I am going to do the new moon live, by the way, maybe this way, hopefully. So you have trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. Yeah, so it's kind of like people may have let you down before, so you trust your ability, you trust your talent, you trust your way, your truth, rather than somebody else's, somebody who may be a bit, you know, unstable, and let go. So so let go of the branch is what they're kind of suggesting to me. Let go of the branch that, you know, is not really reliable. Let go of the thing that you're clinging on to, because it's your ability, it's your truth, your own self that is going to allow you to fly, not the thing that you're sitting on. You can find another thing to sit on, if this makes sense. So enjoy the pulsing light of the firefly, but don't hold on too tight. Again, it's kind of saying, whatever you're holding on to this week, whatever you feel, you know, I have to do this, Death cards are going to come through and say, you know what, this ain't working, you need to change it. It's going to take it away. So again, it may be that you've been challenged too much and you need to now be presented with this fact of, it's okay, you don't need to push forwards anymore. Maybe that's what you've been doing, is relying and holding on to the struggle, because the struggle makes it real. Because society, I think, tends to say if you haven't worked hard for it, if you haven't suffered for it, then you don't deserve it. And maybe you're holding on to that idea that I need to suffer to deserve the good thing, which is not correct. From suffering, you deserve a break, but you don't have to go through suffering to deserve the good thing. It's not like a test. It's not, you know, I mean, sometimes it's a learning because of past life karma, but you don't have to be thrown curveball after curveball after, oh my god, in order to get there. You know, because for some people they may think you need to suffer another 20 years. That's not the case. So with this, I think just let go of that struggle mentality, let things happen, focus on the good, and I think this week is going to be really good for you. Let me know in the comments below if this resonates with you. I am doing 3 cards in 24 hours reading for you, and also the 2020 readings that I'm going to be doing, but I'm also doing personal ones for those, so all those links are down below as well. But in the meantime, thank you so much for being here and bearing with me. If you like this face-to-face let me know. I'll try and make myself more presentable for you. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and click the notification bell if you want to be apprised. And just thank you. Thank you so much. Speak to you guys soon. Enjoy your week.